back to another video. First and foremost, I want to start by saying
I do apologize for taking my
time with uploading. It's just I also purchased a brand new computer, so I have a lot more things in store coming for you guys, which is what I'm super excited about. But today is going to be a little bit more of a serious video and talk to you guys about how coronavirus has, affected me and my family personally. I wasn't going to open up about this because it's very personal, and right now, it's a touchy topic. It's not done, it's just beginning, and there's been a lot of things that's been going on behind the scenes, which is also why I haven't gotten a chance to really upload and do things the way I've hoped to. In life, you can plan things, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to carry out that way. So many things are happening around the world, and it's just like life is so unpredictable and life is so unfair that you can have something planned, but it's also important to have a plan B, have a plan C, and so forth, because you just never know what life is going to throw at you. I have noticed that when this coronavirus stuff started about, it was very far from where I'm located. I'm in New Jersey. It was very far. It started off in China. It made its way to New York. It destroyed Italy. I mean, people were on ventilators. So many different things were going on with Italy. They had equipment shortage. They had, to make makeshift hospitals and morgues for people who are just dying. Anyone that gets this virus is left to die alone, but being elderly, not being able to fend for yourself, or at least speak up and say, hey, I need this, hey, I need that, you're kind of just dependent. And when you're older, like I said in previous videos, that your body can't take what it could use to. So that's the even more scary part about it. As far as, my family, I want to say 2 weeks. When they first started announcing coronavirus getting like really bad, my parents went to Atlantic City. They both went. They stayed for 2 days because they had really good promotions going on, and my parents just wanted to do something together. They both work their butts off every day, and their schedules are different. So normally they spend time with each other during the weekend night, but just during the weekend, they like to just have that bonding time. But they decided to go to Atlantic City. When they went to Atlantic City, I was a little bit weirded out because I'm like, why are you guys going around this time? Like, there's so many other times that you guys can go, but you guys decide to go around this time. And they said they wanted to go before it got bad, and they had really good promotions and deals going on, and they said, you know what, let's just do a little getaway. Let's just, everything that's going on, let's just take this weekend to ourselves and then just have some fun, get back and prepare for what's really to come. Because it really didn't hit that bad. Like, they really just started talking about how bad it was getting, and this was like, I want to say, damn, was this the beginning? This was sometime in March, definitely sometime in March. But yeah, so they come back, and literally about 2.5 weeks later, my mom starts getting sick. It's so crazy because you can think that you have, coronavirus, but the symptoms are similar to allergies, asthma, there's also pollen outside, and everybody's body reacts different. So one thing is the scariest thing ever, actually, is being sick and not knowing what the fuck you have. Like, my brother has asthma, my sister has asthma, I have a touch of asthma. It's just very crucial for us to not get that because of upper respiratory problems that we already have. I don't have asthma as bad, but I remember, my mom and dad telling me stories about my brother and sister growing up, having to take ice baths and having to go to the hospital and things like that because they were really bad with asthma. And when they were younger, they got pneumonia. I've even gotten pneumonia before, and that is literally life or death. Like, that is something that you do not want to get because it completely shuts down all your systems and it just makes you so weak. My mom started getting sick. And my mom was really paranoid with this. So she automatically, as soon as she started feeling ill, she quarantined herself in her room. Now the way my house is set up is my mom's room is right across from my room. So imagine seeing your mom every single day, being in the same house, you know. We're a really loving family, so we do hugs, we do kisses, we do things of that sort, and not being able to get any of that from your mom. And, you know, she was working and things of that sort, still managing to work, still managing to, you know, try to keep things normal, how, you know, they were before this COVID-19 stuff hit. But honestly, it took a toll on her. And when she first quarantined herself in her room, I was just like, oh shit, you know, this could be life or death for my mom, or, you know, this could be really bad. You know, I'm not thinking that, because in my head, I'm thinking, you know, she doesn't have that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. My mom, besides Atlantic City, my mom came home. She's been in the house. She has not left the house. She'll go food shopping, but she'll go food shopping geared up. My mom doesn't park near no one. She doesn't even like me going to the food stores with her anymore. And I used to go to the food stores because I used to be, you know, keep her company, because food shopping sucks. But it's just like, it got to a point where I started getting very, very worried when my dad told me that, you know, he couldn't sleep in the room anymore with my mom. So what we did was we got a blow-up mattress for him to sleep on, because he was actually taking care of while my mom was, you know, in quarantine. It was really emotional for me, only because you see people dropping like flies. You know, I even have some friends that have family members who have tested positive for the COVID-19, and it's scary how something like that can take you out. There's so many different conspiracy theories. Like, I'm hearing that this is really not the virus, that the virus is actually very weak, but the 5G towers, and, you know, I don't live super duper far. I live about 40 minutes, 30 minutes from Newark. My friend told me that she's seen a tower that she has never seen before. It's very scary. So it started getting really real when my mom had about 102.3 fever for 3 days. That's when I was scared, because one symptom for coronavirus is you have a consistent fever. It's hard to bring it down. And, you know, dealing with that, it's like, oh shit, like, she has this fever. We tried Tylenol. We have gotten on FaceTime with doctors. We have did everything. And, you know, they basically told us, like, you know, we're going to prepare you for coronavirus in case she has it. We're going to give you some medicines that can help you. But we're also going to set you up with an appointment to get tested immediately for it. This is all happening. My dad got sick. Now, my dad, like I said before, you don't know if this is allergies or if this is that. So my dad, we normally get allergies around this time of the year. The weather is crazy. Like, one day it's sunny, one day it's nice, the next day it's raining, the next day it's snowing for 5 minutes. Like, it's a lot going on. So when you're dealing with these symptoms, you don't know what's what. And the scariest part about it is we don't exactly know where it's coming from. We know where it stemmed from, which was a Chinese market in China somewhere, where the meat was contaminated. They were selling that, and the virus ended up just spreading from person to person. It spread it through a very popular market that people actually go to and get their things from. And I'm not going to sit here and put like false information out, but from what I've, you know, been told, what I've heard from my research, that it did originate in a Chinese market and it made its way here. And it's just, people are really dying. Like, people are really dropping like flies. Like, guys, I don't think you understand how important it is to actually stay home. When this stuff all came about, I didn't care. You know, I didn't give a damn. It was like, you know, nothing's gonna keep me in the house. Like, I really started realizing that, yo, we have to flatten this curve. We have to stay home. There's so many things that you can do. You could keep yourself busy. You know, me, I like vlogging. But when my family was, all my family was sick. At one point, they even thought my brother had it. So imagine me, it's me, my mom, my dad, and my brother. So imagine me taking care of 3 people, from cooking, cleaning, you know, going out buying things, being that gracious guinea pig to actually go out and see if we can make it back safe and sound without any symptoms, any complications, or anything of that sort. My mom took a test about a week and a half ago, and we've all been waiting, for her results. But we actually found out that if you don't get a call back within 3 to 5 business days, then you actually tested negative. So as of now, we're still banking on that. My mom is doing much, much, much better. God forbid she does have it. She'll basically be at the end of all the symptoms and the traumatic and the body adjustments and things of that sort. My mom is damn near 100%, and it feels so damn good because it's my best friend. And I remember being in my room on my bed literally crying to her, and she's crying to me, and I'm just like, Mom, you have to fight this, because like we live in the same household, but you are literally across from me, and I can't hug you, I can't touch you, I can't talk to you, I can't I could talk to you through FaceTime. I have to literally leave her food at her door. Like, that's weird as hell in our family. Like, living room is where our family area is. And don't get me wrong, we all have our own rooms, we all have our space, but it's like when you're used to having someone there by your side 24/7, you walk in the house, and sometimes you might not say hi. You might not say I love you, Mom, because you're just so used to it. When you're going through things like that, it really makes you take a step back and be like, damn, Ma, hey, how are you? How's your day? I love you. Thank you for everything you've done. While this was all going on, my dad was still sick. My dad wasn't 100% doing what he could do. And my brother got really, really sick. And my brother actually almost fainted in the living room in front of my dad. It's a lot that's been going on. And, we've all been strong through the process, but it's trying on some people. And my brother had to get a test done as well, and his doctor said that he's 90% sure that my brother will test positive for it. But again, it has been over 3 to 5 business days, and we have not gotten a call back, and I am praying that we don't. I'm praying that this was just allergies or whatever else, anything but coronavirus. I know this is bullshit. I know this is whack. I know nobody wants to deal with this, but this is very important, guys. This could really extend way longer than we can imagine if we don't listen. And I know there's things that we need to do, and I know it's boring as shit in the house. I got ADHD damn near. I can't be, just sitting for too long. I like handling things I need to do, running errands. It's just a lot that's going on right now, and I haven't been able to see my best friend in over a month since this has happened, and she lives 5 minutes from me, and it's so crazy because I'm with her like every other day, or at least see her like once or twice a week. I have not seen her, and literally she's been going through her own things, and we've literally just been dealing with things at home. It's so whack because this is a time where we need love, we need support, we need someone who's there, but we can't even really do that because of 4 to 6 feet. This thing was jumping 6 feet from where it starts. Now they're saying it's 12 feet. Guys, just stay home, take care of your mental health. That's very important. Take care of your health. There's no reason as to why you should come out of this not feeling good. Don't get me wrong, this is very hard, trying times, but how many times do we actually physically be at work, or we physically have to get up and do something? This is time where we're actually forced to stay home and relax. Do just that. Don't stress yourself out. You have to look at it as God got our backs, but you can't say God has my back and then just sit there not doing anything. Listen to the news. These are things that we are being told, things that are supposed to be used to our advantage is from God. That's just like a saying. This guy was drowning in the ocean and a boat came, and the guy was like, oh, do you need help? And the kid on the boat was like, the kid in the water was like, no thank you, God's gonna save me. And then the boat leaves, and then another boat comes, and then he does the same thing, and he said, no thank you, God's gonna save me. And then the guy died and went to heaven and said, God, why didn't you save me? And God said, I sent you 2 big boats, you dummy. So I'm saying, we can all say God got our backs, God got our backs. We have to listen and use the tools that he provides us with, because we can't just rely on that. That's just like saying, I'm gonna lose weight, I'm gonna lose weight, I'm gonna lose weight, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. You don't go to the gym, you don't eat right, you're not gonna see results, and then you'll be stuck wondering why. This is just my side of the story. This is what I've been doing to actually spend a couple days at my sister's house, you know, just to get away from everybody being sick, because there was a lot going on in the house. And, you know, I have recently been building my immune system with, you know, my NutriBurst, like I did in my previous video, and things of that sort. And I actually gave my mom some, and it really helped her out. The NutriBurst vitamin is amazing. I love it. And guys, just build your immune system. Just focus on yourself. Get your mind right. Get everything right, because if we don't follow and we don't do what we have to do, there's going to be a lot of more spending time in the house. They will extend this shit. They've already extended it. They've extended it once, they've extended it twice, and I think they just extended it the third time. This is serious, guys. This is like life or death for a lot of people. Don't be selfish. Don't bring that home to your babies. Don't bring that shit home to your grandparents. Don't bring that shit home to family members who you know have asthma. Don't be selfish just because you want to go out. You have to think about the ones around you, the ones surrounded by you. Be mindful and just pray to God and stay positive. But not only try to stay positive, actually put that positive energy out there in practice, you know? Yeah, guys. I've been trying to think of ways that I could do pranks, but with everything that's been going on in my house, I just haven't felt that it was appropriate, you know, doing pranks, being that, you know, everybody's sick. And I have so much in store for you guys. I'm going to definitely get some pranks out there. We have to get this ball rolling. But I just felt like it's always important to talk about what's going on in the world right now. And the coronavirus is something that is tearing families apart. Hold on to your loved ones from a distance. Tell people you love them. Reach out. Talk to someone. Eat healthy. Continue to wash your hands. And continue to mind your damn business. Thank you so much for watching. Continue to like, subscribe, and comment, guys. I appreciate you. I'm going to have all my information down below. And spread the word and spread the positivity. Thank you.